Hi y'all, how y'all doing? I'm so excited to see you. I know I haven't put my beautiful face on camera in such a long time. But listen. I'm excited. I got so many things. Like I know y'all been seeing me posting. Like this girl posting this. She asking us about podcasts and she asking us about trade. She doing all this stuff on her page. I know. Just roll with me. I hope you have been enjoying the content. Okay, I've got some more exciting content coming. I'm excited about what God is doing now. Now, let me tell y'all something real quick. So I'm gonna read some of my book, y'all. I'm gonna read some of my book. Okay, you can get this book $15 from my page, and it will be signed and sent to you, or you can get it from Amazon. Okay. I like Amazon royalties too, okay? So you can get them from Amazon as well. But I want to read some of this to y'all. But before I do that, let me tell y'all something real fast. I started back school, y'all. Everybody just take a pause. And we did drug calculations. Why they changing the math? Why are they changing the math? Like what was wrong with the math we used to have like 6 years ago? What is wrong? Why are they changing the math? Oh my God, it was so annoying. But guess what? I made it through. So anyway, I am going to get to reading this. I'm going to read a little bit for you. And if you would like to purchase, I want you to go ahead and purchase your copy. You can purchase your copy while you listen to me. Okay? If you're listening on YouTube. So I usually just like to flip the book. But I think today I'm going to read this chapter is how loving myself looked in my life. This is what this chapter is called. I think this is chapter 4. This is chapter 4, and it starts on page 43. And as I'm saying the first two words, when I say this is going to talk to me today, I just made another video. So if you see the same shirt, I made this the same day. You'll probably see this video first. And I was saying how I haven't been getting on video because my hair's not done. I haven't been getting on video because I just haven't been feeling how I've been looking, and I've been using it as an excuse. So I'm gonna be doing my hair soon because how you show up on camera does matter. And it does help with your confidence. The more you make yourself look pretty to yourself, not talking about what nobody else think, the more likely you are to get up and show up on camera. Also, I feel like my camera is not that great either. Like something's going on with it. It just doesn't look as clear as it used to look. So I'm not sure, or I need to start using the back camera. But so I think that this is intentional by God. And so I'm gonna read this page and then I'm gonna share some author notes, okay? So welcome. So let's just call this author note, okay? And I'll do a few more of these with y'all, okay? All right, so let's see. This is page 43, and I'm going to read to you what I mean. It's so crazy because I wrote this, so bear with me because I'm looking at the words, skimming. I'm like, I cannot believe that this is what I used to think about myself. Okay. Growing up, I just didn't like myself at all. I didn't love me. I actually hated myself. I didn't value my thoughts, my ambitions, or anything else. Growing up, I was always told how pretty I was and that I should model. I ignored these compliments. I ignored those compliments because I didn't think I was pretty. My definition of pretty came from attention and how your body looked. Yes, my face was pretty, but due to being bigger than most of my classmates, I didn't really feel like I was beautiful. The earliest memory of me realizing I wasn't the same size as other kids happened in the fourth grade. I was in class and there was a boy who didn't care for me. We were arguing and he called me chubby. I was so hurt I cried and hid under the desk. The teacher had to get me from under there. I was ashamed. That day I told my mother and she reassured me that I wasn't. Mamas will do it for you, right? It didn't matter because his words became my inner voice. It didn't matter how many positive compliments I got because this one set in and I believed it. Now, this is my author notes. You do become what you believe. So think about it. I'm talking about from the fourth grade. This is what I thought about love because nobody had told me to love like God because this book is all about my journey to love and loving like Christ. So I went from that to this, to being confident, to being bold, to really love myself, to believing that I'm pretty, learning to accept my body at whatever stage it's been, because I've been up, down, left, right, round and round. This is the biggest I've ever been. And I've learned to love my body with the skin I'm in, okay? Because stuff happens, life happens, you gain weight. And you can't sit, and I just refuse to sit there and be sad all the time. So I have learned love yourself at any state and then begin to make changes, because if you try to change before you really fall in love with you, which you will never see, like you'll have a distorted view of what you actually look like. So Yeah, I just really love this, what I wrote right there. And it's mainly because it kind of showed me where it entered, right? Where did my view of myself enter? Okay. When did I start to think badly about myself? When did I feel like I wasn't good enough? When did I start feeling like what I look like mattered, or that when did I realize I was bigger than other kids? Like, where did I get this idea that I was big anyway? And so that's what that really took me. And it took me years and years to really undo that thought process of a little boy who probably didn't know no better, who probably was just mad at me because if you know me, I am recovered now, but I've been a firecracker my whole life. So I probably said something to hurt his feelings. And the only thing he could say, because he couldn't say nothing else, was that I was chubby. That's all he could say, was that I was chubby, which when I look at my pictures in the fourth grade, I actually wasn't even chubby. I was tall and kind of slim and I had a little pudge, but it wasn't like chubby. But I think from telling me that, I just continued to eat and continue to eat and continue to gain weight and continue to gain weight. By the time I was in sixth grade, I think I was 200 pounds and it just kept going. Now, when I got out of college, I was a decent weight. I wish I was still that decent size, but I was always bigger than that in my mind. So it took me years to really uncover and dig deep into that. And so, yeah, so definitely you want to read this book to see how I overcame what I thought like is, and it was about what I believe. So my note to you all is, what are you believing about yourself that may not even be true? What are you telling yourself that's not true? What are you telling yourself that's making you believe that you're less than, making you believe that you're not good enough, just making you hate yourself? Like, to hear myself say I hate myself at this age is hard, because I think about the fourth grade me, and she struggled so much. She struggled so much. She learned a lot on her own. She was quite sneaky, so she didn't know how to ask questions. She did not ask questions. Um, and she just struggled with a lot. She had a lot going on in her personal life, a lot going on with how she was living, and then to have to be dealt with people being mean to her at school on top of all of that, because there's so much happened to me in elementary school. I believe for me, elementary school was the worst. Like, some people was like middle school. No, elementary school was the worst. I had elementary school was the worst for me, and I believe it's because I had ADHD and didn't know it, baby. I was a little touched, okay? But anyway, my teachers loved me and I was really smart, so they kept me in there. I went to APS, and if you know anything about APS, baby, if you're smart, you staying in, okay? So that's what I got. I didn't even mean to make this video long. Maybe I'll start going live, but it won't be today, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the read. Go ahead and get your book, okay? Go ahead and get your book, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.